おはよう、こんにちは、こんばんは、皆さん、Kwagi とハニーです。今回のレッスンへようこそ。Today we're going to learn about the informal present negative form in Japanese. 勉強しましょう。In comparison to the informal present form, the informal present negative form is a bit more complicated, since the conjugation differs depending on the verb group. So if the verb is an ICHIDAN, GODAN or irregular verb, the conjugation changes accordingly. Let's look at some examples for each verb group. ICHIDAN verbs. As we have learned before, ICHIDAN literally means one step. ICHIDAN verbs usually end in ru. To form the negative, we just need to remove the final ru and replace it with nai. Let's look at some examples to make it easier to understand. 教える to teach. Remove the final ru and add nai. 教えない to not teach. 教えない。日本語を教える I teach Japanese. 日本語を教えない I don't teach Japanese. 日本語を教えない。忘れる to forget. Remove the final ru and add nai. 忘れない to not forget. 忘れない。鍵をよく忘れる I forget my keys often. 鍵をあんまり忘れない I don't forget my keys often. 鍵をあまり忘れない。開ける to open. Remove the last ru and add nai. 開けない to not open. 開けない。窓を開ける I open my window. 窓を開けない I don't open my window. 窓を開けない。Can you conjugate the following ichidan verbs into the negative form? Are you ready? Let's start. 閉める to close. How would you say to not close? 閉めない。答える to answer. Do not answer. 答えない。出る to leave. To not leave. 出ない。Let's move on to the GODAN verbs. GODAN literally means 5 steps. The final sound travels through the 5 different vowel sounds. A, I, U, E, O. To form the negative, we need to change the final U sound of a GODAN verb into the A sound. And then we can add the nai. Let's look at some examples. 行く to go. Change the final U sound to the A sound. So 行く becomes いか. And then we can add the nai. 行かない to not go. 行かない。公園に行く I go to the park. 公園に行かない I don't go to the park. 公園に行かない。探す to search for. Change the U sound to the A sound. 探す becomes 探さ and then you add ない。探さない to not search for. 探さない。猫を探す I search for the cat. 猫を探さない。I don't search for the cat. 猫を探さない。待つ to wait. Change the U sound to the A sound for つ that would be た。待つ turns into また plus ない。またない。To not wait. またない。友達を待つ I wait for a friend. 友達を待たない I don't wait for a friend. 友達を待たない。飲む to drink. 飲む turns into 飲ま plus ない。飲まない。To not drink. 飲まない。水を飲む I drink water. 水を飲まない。I don't drink water. 水を飲まない。知る to know. 知る turns into 知ら plus ない。 知らない to not know 知らない彼女を知る I know her 彼女を知らない I don't know her 彼女を知らない You to say 言わない to not say 言わないこんにちはと言う I say hello こんにちはと言わない I don't say hello こんにちはと言わない You may have noticed that you became 言わない instead of 言わない If a verb only ends in the letter u with no consonant before it, like in you, 買う or 笑う for example, the ending will be a わ instead of just the あ This is to make pronunciation easier and clearer. Can you conjugate the following GODAN verbs into the negative form? Let's start. 会う to meet. How would you say to not meet informally? 会わない立つ to stand. To not stand. 立たない読む to read. To not read. 読まない Now let's move on to the irregular verbs. する to do. And the negative form of it would be しない to not do. しない宿題をする I do my homework. 宿題をしない I don't do my homework. 宿題をしない来る to come. 来ない to not come. 来ない彼は来る He comes. 彼は来ない He does not come. 彼は来ない